Hello, I'm Yvonne, and welcome to Having You On. It's time for a little tour of my dollhouse. This Swiss Chalet, I have two of them. This one is the unpainted one because my dad did it in hardwood. It is birch and walnut. The walnut is the darker wood and the lighter wood is birch. Originally these were decals on the front, but they weren't sealed within the varnish. The varnish was put on, then the decals were, so they just sort of chipped off over time. So I painted them as they would have been on there. Not exactly, not so exact about it, but they're there. And there's the little windows and the little balcony, and here's the bottom. I have two of these dollhouses. The other dollhouse I have was the style that he made to sell, and this one he made to keep. The ones he made to sell were painted as the kit implied for you to do. And this is how the house would appear if it were painted following the plans. It was a pale yellow background with brown and white trim. And once again, I had to repaint the decals. And you'll also notice the windows are different. These are built window panes, while the other one, following the plans, had mylar inserts with the printed planes window panes on them. Just wanted to share this with you, and now for a tour inside. A tour of some of the details. Table is set for some breakfast tea. Wallpapered and added a little chair rail, and you can see a close-up of the flooring, a little done in parquet style. It took years to collect all of these little goodies that are within the dollhouse. I got a few each year for Christmases, just small little pieces, like I would get a toaster, just just like the real thing, but in miniature. And so this kitchen table actually belonged to my mom. I don't know, she never mentioned that she had a dollhouse. I don't think that she did, but she did have a few items of furniture, so I don't know if she inherited the furniture herself or she got that new when she was young. But it says on the bottom of it, made in the United States. These little chairs were made by the House of Miniatures X-ACTO. That's the brand they are. And over here is an ice box. And yes, there's a pump for the sink, even though there is full-on plumbing for the bathroom. I don't know why, but I did like the old-fashioned look for the kitchen. I made the curtains. The rest of the little things were purchased. Oh yes, you have to make your own butter, and my dad made those little barrels. And over here we have to know a clock in each room. And now for a tour of the living room. It does have a piece of furniture that did belong to my mom. That's the hutch in the back. And again, I don't know when she got that or if she inherited that. The drawer at the bottom does not open. It is just a faux. And over here, the fireplace that also belonged to her. There's a little radio there. This is the grandfather clock, and it has a little curio cabinet on the sides, little figurines on each side, and a faux little drawer at the bottom. And they keep this room pretty much as a music room for their own entertainment. The piano my dad made. Here's a fun detail about the piano, is the pedals are made out of nails. The stand for the violin is another one of those pieces of furniture, House of Miniatures, that you put together and stain. The little chair right here was made by someone. It's signed on the bottom. I don't know who. I don't know the person. It was long ago. There is the couch, and the floor, the rug, is a little embroidered rug my mom made, and I just like keeping it as a little music room. What I really like is this harp, all the little details. See this? The strings are actually colored thread, and again, I made those curtains. And moving on to the next room. I like to treat this room like a master bedroom. It has a few items in it of the House of Miniatures, again by X-ACTO. This little stand here is Chippendale style. Down below is a little cabinet that does hold all the sewing supplies. This little sewing machine used to work, but I played with it a lot and it no longer works, but it's there. And of course there is a little bird in the bird cage, and there is a little secretariat in the back, and that is also by the House of Miniatures, that little kit put together, as well as the whole bed. This is the little canopy bed, and it is made by that company, Little House of Miniatures X-ACTO, and it was put together. And I made the little bedding. It's a little lace added, and it is cheesecloth because I wanted to look very delicate. And underneath, you can see how it's constructed. It's a little string run across to make the mattress spring, and it's sweet. And there you go. This room I like to treat as the kids' room, as you can tell by some of the toys in the front. It does have two twin beds, and the twin beds did belong to my mom, so they're the oldest things I have in the room. I made the bedding and the curtains, and all the way in the back you can see another one of those hutches, and that's again of the House of Miniature by X-ACTO. And those are little books, actual little books up there. And there's a clock in the room. And it's a sweet room. And I will show you the next room. Now for a tour of the bathroom. It has porcelain features there, the sink and the toilet and the tub, and it has wonderful little painting on them. This is a little chest of drawers I added to the bathroom. I thought they might need a place to hold all their towels, and a changing screen in the back. I do remember getting that as a child, so I know that when that arrived, but I don't fully remember about this chest of drawers. And we'll move on to the last room. The last room to tour, of course, is the attic. It's sort of a catch-all for items that won't fit into the house, and I just don't want to give them up. They all mean something special to me. And there is the little table in the back that did belong to my mom, as well as the rocking bed. It is a little rocking bed for a little infant. It's cute. And this chest, and I thank you so much for stopping by and seeing the little dollhouse. Thanks for watching. I'm Yvonne. Thank you for watching. Having you on. Take care, everyone. Please subscribe for more. I thought you may want to take a peek at my very first dollhouse. This was quite wide and tall. It had fiberglass windows with wire mesh over them, and I did like it very much. It also had electrical in it, but that's all I can say about that. I didn't have it for very long. I believe that it was in English Tudor style, and then my dad built the other one. He was planning on selling dollhouses.